Welcome guys, today we're going to make some little sculptures. The resources you're going to need, some scissors and some toilet rolls. So we're going to show you a few ideas on this video. You can have a look through, see if any of those interest you, or you can make something of your own. Just use your imagination and have some fun. We're going to start with a toilet roll. You can colour it in or wrap it with paper. Here we have one here, and you can see how we're going to fold over the top, just pushing it in, and that makes a nice point because we're going to make a little animal today and we need some ears, so that gives us the ears for our owl. And this is what our owl is going to look like when it's finished. Next, we're going to cut some strips of paper and fold them in half. And we're going to do some bumpy lines like feathers along that paper and then carefully cut it out. You might need someone to help you with this. It's quite tricky cutting. Once we have those bumpy bits of paper, we're going to fix them onto the front of our owl shape, like fluffy feathers going down the front of the owl. And we'll just need to glue those on. Now we're going to make some wings for our owl. So we're just going to measure up against the toilet roll, a piece of paper, and then we're going to draw a wing shape on. You can have your wings any shape that you want, but I'm drawing this slightly ruffled edge to show the feathers on the wing. Now I've folded my paper in half so that when I cut it out, I will have two exactly the same. So keep it folded and then cut out your wing shape. And there we should have two exactly the same. Now it's time to make the eyes. So we need some white paper, something to draw around. I'm going to use this glue stick here. Draw around them. Now we've folded the paper over again so that we'll get two eyes exactly the same. If you have nothing to draw around, just draw a circle of your own. We then want to cut that out as carefully as we can. If it's not round, it doesn't matter as long as they're both exactly the same. We're going to put some black dots in the middle for the pupil of the eye and then colour those in. Now, the last thing that we need is a beak for our owl. So we're going to fold a small piece of paper over, draw a triangle for a beak shape, and then we can cut that out. You might want to colour it in before you cut it out, or you can colour it in afterwards. And then we just need to attach them all onto our owl. So glue all the little bits onto your owl, have the wings going round the back. And I think he needs a little name too. I'm going to call this guy Rupert. So this idea is to make a wee beastie. As you can see here, you're going to need a toilet roll holder and a pen and some paper. Okay, something a little different. We're going to mark off 3 sections on here to create our legs, and cut through both sides, nice and strong. Okay, so that's gone through both sides there, and now we're going to decide where those legs are. So I'm going to have one at the back here, one here, so we're doubling up those lines, one here, and looking at the way it's spread out, one here. Now these bits in between the legs, we'll now be able to think about those in a different way. So we've got our legs here. Now what we need to do is push these out of the way. The thin parts are our legs, and we're just going to snip them down the middle. So that now we have our little legs coming out for our little beast. Okay, now we're going to cut up this part here to create the head. So the bit that's at the front, the legs are at the back, and this front bit is going to become our head shape. And what we want to do is just curl those round a little bit tighter so that we can create more of a head shape in there. Okay, so we're going to curl those round a little bit tighter. Now we're going to make some eyes. Fold a little piece of paper over so as you get two eyes the same. Draw a circle for an eye, or you can draw around something if you have it. We need to add a little bit at the bottom there for a glue tab so that we can glue it on. So it's a circle with a little line. Okay, draw your eye in and then we'll get ready to cut it out. And there we have our eyes. It's really important to have those little white rectangles at the bottom so that we can use those to glue them on to our little beastie. And now to make some teeth. We're going to take a little white bit of paper and just cut some triangles out, which will leave us with some spiky teeth. And then we just need to fix them onto our little beastie. Okay, time to glue the teeth on, the eyes on. Make sure you use that little glue tab to attach them onto the top of your little beastie's body. Now we're going to make some wings. So you take a piece of paper about the size or a little bigger of your toilet roll and fold it in half so you get two wings the same. Now using your toilet roll holder there, you can measure the right size of wing for your beastie. Then all we need to do is to cut them out. Now here, just like a fly's wings, I'm going to add on some of the little veins that come through so it looks a bit more like an insect. I'm making sure they're both exactly the same on each side. Now it's time to glue them on. Add some glue and then fix them on either side of your wee beastie. It's quite tricky. You might want someone to help you with this bit. And there we have it, a ferocious wee beastie ready to fly. Doesn't he look great? Another idea for our toilet rolls here. We're just going to use the scissors and we're going to cut up this way all the way around, making some fringing. Now I'm not going to cut it all the same length. I'm going to cut some longer and some shorter, just to vary it up a little bit and make it look a little different. Looking at different ways that we can use our toilet rolls. Okay, so now we have this lovely fringing, we can start to think about our toilet roll in other sculptural ways and how we can make that look more sculptural. I'm just pushing it gently out, and of course already we're starting to get some sort of sculptural effect there just looking down on it. From the side you can also see that, and obviously we can push it down that way and we get a lovely sculptural bouncy effect that we can have there. And you can turn that into something of a sculpture as well, maybe make more than one. And then you can add them together. So here I have two. If I take one of them and I just add some small cuts around here. That's a thick bit, and one more. That means that we can take these edges and they can just fold over ever so slightly and come together, overlapping ever so slightly, so that we could put them together. Slot one into the other, so that we get something that's got two ends. What could we do with that? What could you make with toilet rolls? How could you cut them? How could you join them together? Have some fun and see what you can make. Once you've made it, send it to me at this address here. Just take a wee photo and send it to the address and we'll put it up in our virtual art gallery. Good luck, guys, and have fun.